Hey guys, so it's Hugo, my father here, and I just want to get off my chest again. I'm very sorry about not posting this week or in a week in general. I've been doing a lot of things on my new job and really getting this holiday stuff out the way because Christmas was pretty hectic, but it was okay though. But I am gonna get straight into this, guys. I'm not gonna wait to the end of the video to really get uh, a deeper understanding. And yes, what the title does say, it does deal with sexual assault and against me as well, and about how gender and race equality, um, I don't think will ever be equal in a sorts unless people mature and really respect what can happen to men, what happened to women can happen to men too, what happened to men can happen to women as well. Especially when it comes to sexual assault, because for a lot of people, and we sometimes ask, how do guys get raped? And I'm not saying I got raped, but you have your alphas and you have your betas. And sometimes when you have beta males, I'd call them Charlie or Delta males. I mean, some of them are very feminine-like or very soft and just are easily taken advantage of. I'm not one of those people, and this isn't to show off or do or anything, but this shows that this can happen to anybody. So it started off. Again, I'm not shaming the company at all in any form or way. It's just the people that work there, and I was working for Ibex at the time. And whenever I was working with Ibex, there is an issue that happened with a woman. Again, I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to get her out there, but I guess we could put a little bit of backstory. And she never really liked me. We'll just give her the name of, I don't even want to give her a practice name. Anyway, we're just going to call her, I know we're just going to know. We're just going to say this woman. So this woman, again, I've been working at Ibex for a minute, and she's been very rude, and I thought, a lot of times you have older people, and so older people are, sometimes mean because they feel like the world owes them something or something like that. So that's just what it was. So I took it by a grain of salt, and I used to talk to Karen or try to get advice from her because I know she was there for a while or worked there for a while, and every time I try to talk to her, I always get pushed away or pushed off. I'm like, okay, well, okay, I guess you're not one to talk. And whenever it came to us, or any situation, like with dress code and stuff like that, she ended up getting after me with the dress code, which I never dressed, like in any provocative manner. Like, it was always respectful, even though the dress code was hella chill, and you could basically wear almost anything you want. Um, but when it came for like girls and guys, like no sweatpants, or girls couldn't wear tights that showed off their butt. Most times, just because a person out there was jealous and didn't like girls that had bigger asses than they did. But it is what it is. So with that whole ordeal, and what happened was, there was one day, you know, when COVID started to hit, and I had my mask on, but I didn't have it over my face. But I noticed that she didn't have one either, and people around her color didn't have one either. And while there were others, like there was some Mexican and some black and things like that, which the majority of them were black, that didn't have masks. And the thing about the majority is that there was only 5 of us. That's the thing. There's like the majority of people that didn't wear the mask. I mean, mainly was us sometimes, but again, or the black race. But the deal on that is that there was only 5 of us, and the reason why we didn't wear it was because we always stayed in our cubicle. So we always, we didn't want to have it on while we were on the phone because breathing was so hard in it. So one day, we ended up walking past her desk. Me and was it 3 or 4 individuals, because we were all going to lunch out. We were all going out to lunch together. And she said, "Y'all need to put on your mask." I'm like, but you don't have one, and you're walking around. She doesn't have one. She doesn't have one, and keep on, they're the same complexion. And I'm not saying the other ones are racist, but they knew what was going on there because they even walked away. And she's like, "No, y'all people need to put y'all mask on because y'all people aren't safe." And we were like, "Whoa, what do you mean by y'all people?" And she said, "You know what I mean," and ended up walking away. So we tried bringing this up to HR. HR said, "Oh, she would never do this. She's never like this. She's been here for a while. Why would she do this? Y'all need to stop lying, or we're gonna have to do an investigation, and it wouldn't look too good for y'all." And I'm like, "Wow, all right." So with her, I tried to make amends. I tried to ask her to buy. I tried to buy food for her. I tried to do a lot of things for her. And it was often, whenever I try to do these things, for just to be nice at a friendly gesture, she's like, "I don't take food from people like you." And I'm just like, okay. And I don't like using the R word. Racist has to be like the last word in the dictionary that I would ever want to use. But that is exactly of what was going on. And to be honest, it really bothered me because this is the first time I really dealt with um some form of racial action. I mean, I'd have some people that would look at me in a way and smirk. I mean, that's normal, you know, which it shouldn't be, but I mean, it is what it is. And there was an incident to where she got after me because of my dress code, and I was like, okay. And I'm looking at all these other females in here, and they have skirts. I mean, where you could legit see like the bottom cheek of their ass. Like, it was crazy. A lot of ass was booming. I'm gonna be with you there. Again, I'm not gonna rat anyone out, but I'm just like, hey, you see a lot of these people, you look what they're wearing, but why am I the only one getting sought after? She's like, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I'm like, why, like, come on, like I'm wearing shorts. Ironically, you know, I was wearing some watermelon shorts, comfortable as hell. But I'm just like, but why are you getting after me though? That's not right. You see all these other people, and she's like, oh, it doesn't matter. And I'm just okay. Okay. And so I'm called in there with my team lead and the assistant team lead. Again, I'm not gonna call their names out or anything. But while I'm there, she says, Jarvis, why do you have your phone in your pocket? I can see your phone. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? And I'm just like, I don't have my phone. And I was like, so why are you always coming for me? Why are you always coming after me? It's like, because you have your phone in your pocket. It's not like I'm coming at you for no reason. And I'm just like, I don't. So she ends up grabbing what she thinks is my phone, like grabbing it hard. And I'm like, yo, that's not my phone. And again, this isn't a joke. I mean, for some people, this may be funny. I mean, it's something that you can laugh at, but the whole idea of what's going on, you have to look at the greater picture, and that's what's not funny. And I was just like, wow, that's really messed up. So she grabs my, again, she thinks that's my phone. So she grabs what she thinks is my phone. And I said, no, that's not my phone. That's my like, that's my dick. And I'm getting angry here. I'm like, that's my dick. And what pissed me off is I'm saying, and you can hear me getting mad now, because I'm saying, if the roles were switched, and you know, Mexicans know this, blacks know this, Asians know, everybody, white, everybody knows this. If a black man versus a white woman, if a white woman ever called rape against a black man, especially back in the day, we all know that black person is getting locked up. And I mean, we know how to, we know that there is in certain areas there is a system, and we know what would happen. We can't dumb ourselves down to it, and we can't just ignore the fact of racism and in-house racism and systematic racism is a real thing in sorts. So it for me, it really set me off, because I'm, like I said, and I said, I'm asking for an apology. With the whole ordeal, I mean, I'm gonna skip some of these details, but for the whole ordeal, I asked, could I just have an apology? And she said, I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing to y'all or someone like you. I'm not doing it. And it's just constant. My team lead, I'm like, yo, you're not gonna defend me? And she's like, she didn't mean to do it. And I mean, she did. It was an accident. I'm like, there are no accidents when it comes to sexual assault. Accident, especially if I said accident, I'm getting my ass locked up. Even the team lead assistant, she was like, okay, no, I know what's going on here, and she put it in writing. And I've been trying to get someone to handle this for so long, but no one's willing to help. No one's trying to help me on this, and I'm just like, you know what, this is what's freaking crazy. So for me, with this whole ordeal, this is what's messed up. We talk about gender equality, and you know, and just things that deal with race like that, but a lot of the times things are never dealt with accordingly or the right way, just because there's a stereotype if men can go through things or women can go through things. But again, guys, this is really going to be part one. If y'all do want a part two to the video with what I'm dealing with now and what's happening now, I can give y'all an update. But again, guys, this is Google My Father, man. Please like, subscribe, please share, man, like, because we are dealing with a lot of these things. But anyway, guys, I do hope you have a blessed day. And hey, thank y'all for watching, guys.